How's your Star Wars?
Ojaba.
Tell that to Country Club.
Hey guys, it's Jessie. You may recognize my voice from our podcasts like Twin Sons Transmission and the TSO Book Club. We're going to be doing something a little different today. I know you've probably noticed that we've been posting a few more videos lately on our social media platforms, and we're going to be doing a bit more of that in the next coming weeks. We are all quarantined, or most of us are quarantined unless we're essential workers. Me, Eric, and Amanda are not. We are all home, staying safe, and we have a lot of extra time on our hands that we wouldn't normally have in our regular day-to-day lives. So we decided, you're bored, we're bored, let's make more content. So we got a couple things going in the works that we're really excited about, but this is going to kind of kick it off. If you've been listening to Twin Sons Transmission for a long time, this will definitely not be new to you. This is a segment called How's Your Star Wars? Within the past couple of years, really, there's been so much content, so much Star Wars news, so many amazing things going on in the world of Star Wars. We've been so blessed as a fandom that we just stopped having time, basically, for this segment in our show. For those of you who maybe haven't listened to our podcast as frequently, or maybe just more recently subscribed, How's Your Star Wars is a segment where we would highlight a moment or a item or anything to do with Star Wars that was personal to our lives, and just kind of share the story with you guys on what was going on in our lives, what was new and relevant to us personally in our personal Star Wars experience. We're gonna bring it back, and this is me kicking it off. I'm gonna be the first one to share, and then every week we'll have a different member of the Twin Sons Outpost team sharing whatever they feel like sharing that's personal in their lives for Star Wars right now. So for me, since we are starting up these videos, I wanted a background to film against. So in my house, we moved in here about 2 years ago, and we've not done anything to this house. You can probably see a small corner of my green floral carpet that I'm not a big fan of. We're just very busy people and have not had time to do a lot of home renovations. So that being said, we haven't really decorated our house that much either, besides odds and ends that we've collected over time and just happened to place around the house. So that means that I had a lot of boxes still at my parents' house that we actually just recently picked up, and if you're watching, Mom, I know there's more boxes. We will get them eventually. I'm sorry. But we picked up the boxes of my Star Wars stuff and some of my other more fun items that I would enjoy organizing in my house, and for now I've picked this corner of my house. It's a nice blank wall that I would like to fill up with fun Star Wars things. I may move it in the future when we get more things done in the house, but for now, this is where I'm gonna set up. And yeah, so throughout this video, you might see my dog. He's out and about. He's right behind the camera right now. He's staring at me, wondering what I'm doing on the floor, speaking to no one, seemingly, or really. And he's probably gonna wander in here when I start unboxing things. So if you see him, let's just, pet a dog. If you have a dog, pet your dog. You can virtually pet mine if you do not have one of your own. But anyway, so this is by no means a collection flex. I am not a big Star Wars collector or a big collector of many things at all, really. I'm an accumulator, I guess. Here's Wade. Hi. So this is Wade. He's probably gonna be all up in this video. Go, boo, boo. Okay, so these are just the items that I have. It's not quite everything, but I'm just gonna kind of go through the boxes I got through my parents' house. I haven't really looked through them too much yet, so you guys might be just as surprised as I am. I'm gonna speed up most of this so you guys aren't watching a 2-hour video of me deciding how to organize this. I'm not a designer. I don't know what I'm doing. this is the first video or vlog or whatever you want to call it that I've made. So here we go. Here's my Star Wars. So this actually is something that is near and dear to my heart. It is a Morai plushie that has Velcro attachments you can attach to your backpack or your shoulder in some way. I got this from the one and only Star Wars celebration I've ever been to, which was SWCC in Chicago. This was like the one thing that I wanted to spend my money on there, and I ended up spending a whole lot of money on a whole bunch more stuff. So I feel like this has to be pretty up there in my bookshelf area, as you will. I have a lot of books, so I definitely feel like I want to make one of these shelves dedicated to just Star Wars books. I've got novels like the Ahsoka novel, Phasma, and then I have more like instructional or informational novels such as the new essential, well, it's not really new anymore. This is actually old and I don't think canon technically. I think this is a Legends book, but it's a species guide, so I'm pretty sure that this is what Lucasfilm uses to create their stories and aren't planning to just change up species information. So I think it's still pretty accurate. So I think, I don't know, maybe books in the bottom middle. Lightsabers guide. Me and Eric have been doing daily trivia questions to each other to get us through this quarantine, and because that's just what we do, that's our friendship. And this would have helped me out if I had not had this at my parents' house for the last 2 years on our last trivia question, because he was sending me pictures of lightsabers for me to guess whose they were. I did pretty good, but I could have used some help. Let's see if I have any other books in here. I only have 2 bins right now. I'm sure I have other stuff in other areas of my life that are not included here. There's a lot in here too that I'm not going to be putting up. Like this is a giant poster. I think it's from The Last Jedi. That's not going up. That's too big for my life. No. My dog is off to the side trying to eat my pork. This is not a Wade toy. Sorry, bub. I'm not usually a person who keeps things in the box. I think Eric did this to me. I have always been an unboxer. I always like to be able to like touch and manipulate things. And then I started going to Force Fridays with Eric, and I started making impulse purchases, which is fine. I wanted to be a part of it. But I definitely have no regrets. I did open my K2SO because he just looked too cool not to play with, but I don't know what my problem is. I didn't want to open all of these. Maybe I will one day. For now, they're in the box. So I've got Harrison Dula. These are all Black Series figures. Fulcrum Ahsoka from Rebels. We've got Jin. Oh, I have 2 Fulcrum Ahsokas. Wow, fancy. Oh, maybe I was gonna open one. Gosh, I got these so long ago. For another How's Your Star Wars. I'll open one. Not today. We've got Rey, Phasma, and Maz Kanata. All of these are strong female women, and that was kind of for a while. I thought maybe I would collect all the Black Series figures, especially of strong females. I think I gave that up a little while ago just because I didn't really have anywhere to put them, but they are going to live here now. Don't really know where, but they're gonna be in here. Also, the way you see this at the end of this video might not be the way I leave it, because, you know, I don't really know what I'm doing yet. I think I got this from Eric. This is a Death Trooper with Mickey ears. I think he got that for me from one of his Disney trips. I like this little hideaway spot right here. I want to put something cute there. This is a fun game I've never played. Force Grab. I bought it because it's Star Wars. I saw it at Barnes & Noble. Still haven't opened it. If you've played it and you think it's awesome, or if you think it's silly, just let me know. Some of the stuff my mom packed up for me. Oh, we've got Guardians of the Galaxy. Not really working with those guys right now. Who do we got in here? We've got Jin. Jin can come up here. Again, I'm just throwing things up there right now, and I'll kind of move it around later. Porgs. I am clearly, obviously, a Porg enthusiast because, oh, please tell me the batteries still work. Not for you. Leave him. Oh no. Is this the cutest thing I've ever seen? I'm tearing up. Okay, I'm gonna turn him off so that somebody can go lay down in peace without being in this video. What do you think? Another Black Series figure. This is one of the smaller ones. Can you tell I'm not a collector? Eric knows it's like a 3/4, 4/4. Laugh at me in the comments below. It's a smaller one. It's a small Ahsoka from Clone Wars version of Ahsoka. Oh yes, I was hoping this would be in here. There's a few more books here at the bottom that I'm really excited about. I wasn't sure if they were going to be in this box or not. Mad Libs. It's more of a novelty than a book. Leia, Princess of Alderaan, great book. Sabine's Rebel Sketchbook. Obviously, The Jedi Path, can't live without that. But this is what I was really hoping to find in this box. It is the original trilogy in book form. It is leather bound. I don't know if you guys can tell that from this video, but it's leather bound. It has metallics. The pages are silver at the edges. This was from Barnes & Noble. They have a couple different versions of Star Wars leather bound books. I'm absolutely obsessed with the leather bound book collection from Barnes & Noble. This is one of many books that I have of that collection. It has some Ralph McQuarrie concept art in here. It's just beautiful. So this is definitely gonna go, maybe it'll be like, kind of like the forefront of my book shelf, if you will. I'm gonna sit in front of it now, even though I love it so much, but I'm really excited about that find. Wasn't sure if that was gonna be in here. Let's see. More also on the figure side, I have this 2-pack, an Ahsoka Vader 2-pack from Rebels. That's super cool. That'll go on my figure side. I also have this really cute, it's an R2H16. So this is a Disney holiday Christmas R2 from the Droid Factory. Love that. What else do I have in here? Some of these may not be Star Wars. Yeah, Captain Marvel. I'm a girl of many fandoms. What can I say? Gamora. Chewie and his porgs. Maybe that will go on the porg shelf. Some of these are a little dusty. Probably can't see that on camera. I'll have to dust these off. Hopefully he does not eat that porg. What else? Just kind of unraveling all my pops here. A lot of Guardians. Sabine. Gotta get her back on her shelf. I'm like dusting as I go. You want Sabine? You like her? Okay, putting my pops up here for now. Probably going to move them. Ahsoka. Rebels Ahsoka. This one kind of, I don't know if this shows up on film, but her like neck got stretched out for some reason, and you can like see the spring behind her bobble. Not a big fan of that, but it is what it is. I've got this cute R2 plushie. Oh, I guess he's like in this box, huh? He's like in here. For most things in life, I'm not too big about boxes and unboxing and things like that. So, very unceremoniously ripped him from his confines. These are itty bitties. I, for a while, thought I was gonna collect all the Leia itty bitties. Every time I pick up a plushie, Wade thinks it's for him. Obviously, I'm not a collector. I just see things and I think they're cute and I like them and I want them, and I'm not very good at collecting commitments, I guess you could say. But that's okay, because it's all in good fun. But we've got Hoth Leia And we've got classic Space Buds, A New Hope Leia here as well. They're so cute. I also have this figure that I got from Secret Santa at work this year. One of my coworkers got me a whole like Black Series box that was all things from the Rise of Skywalker. Really cool. I have like a Sith Order beanie hat that I'm in love with. That came from that box as well. This is a First Order Elite Snow Trooper that came from that box, so that can go, I guess this is the first of my, oh well, I mean, who's to say there's not a strong female in here? We don't know. There was plenty of female voices in the Stormtroopers, behind the Stormtrooper armor these days, though. We can still say she goes with my theme. Cool thing that I love, obviously R2 is another one of my favorites. But it is this should probably go in my kitchen, but for now it's gonna go here. This is a R2 that when you take all of his bits and pieces apart, it is a measuring cup system, and it even has little teaspoons inside as well. Super cute, not super practical, but part of me really wants to use him anyways. Just to have an R2 in my kitchen, but for now, he will live here on my shelf. Something else near and dear to my heart is this beautiful little wooden convor whistle. I summoned him. I did that to myself. Won't blow the whistle again, don't want to attract the masses. This is from the new Star Wars theme park in Disney World and Disneyland, Galaxy's Edge. It is one of many, many wooden figures that you can purchase there. Eric picked this up for me on his last Disney trip. At the time, we hadn't read Galaxy's Edge Black Spire in book club yet, or maybe we had just started, I don't remember. But it turned out that Archek's character from that book was the maker of all of these little wooden whistles. So that was a really cute feature that was a coincidence. When I saw this, I knew that I wanted it because it was a convor, which made me think of Morai, which makes me think of Ahsoka from the Mortis arc and more. We've seen Morai through Rebels with Ahsoka as well, so this was what I chose to be my little souvenir, and it's just cool that it ended up wrapping in with that character in one of the new books. Last but not least, I have a bunch of like cool movie posters and a couple things that I have framed that I don't think I have space for all of these right now, but I want to put up a couple. I've got a lot of cool stuff here. I've got of my framed things, I have a really cool hand-drawn R2 piece of artwork that I actually won from a Twin Suns transmission. I think it was a trivia contest question at the end. I don't remember. But I think I won this. I did. I won this from a Twin Suns transmission competition of some sort on social media before I was even a part of it. So that's kind of cool. I think that should be up here somewhere. And then something else, I'm not going to hang anything on the wall right now because this is not the permanent location of this little collection display. So I'm just going to kind of rest any photos or pictures that I have framed right now just up against the wall. And hopefully I'll get them hung up when I pick a more permanent location for this backdrop. But something I definitely want in here is something that is super special to me. This is a poster that was given out at AMC for seeing it, I believe it was for seeing it in IMAX for The Force Awakens. And I chose to frame this one because at the time, and still, I'm super in love with Phasma. I think she's really awesome. She is definitely the Boba Fett of the new trilogy, since we didn't get to see a ton of her. She's really fascinating to me, especially after reading the Phasma novel by Dahlia Dawson. Really fleshes out that character and makes her super interesting. And I think there's something pretty cool in here. If I open the back of this, I believe I wrote on here, yes, I wrote on here how many times I had viewed it and Eric had viewed it. It's funny. So this is from January 3rd of 2016. I got this poster on my second viewing of The Force Awakens. It says for Jessie and Brandon's second viewing, and it says 9th viewing for Eric Pfeiffer. So that is very indicative to Eric's character for sure, which is awesome. I don't remember how many more times I ended up seeing this movie, but Eric definitely, between the two of us, sets the record. Oh gosh, how could I forget? This is one of my favorite pops. So this is, I actually did get this from SWCC, Star Wars Celebration in Chicago. And it is an Ahsoka pop. I didn't get it signed by Ashley because I thought I was gonna unbox it. Again, I'm not a person that keeps things in the box. Eric has given me a complex, I blame him. So let's find a cute spot. Oh, neglecting my coffee. It's a crying shame. Ahsoka's obviously my favorite character. In case you guys don't know me and don't listen to anything that we do and you're new to our network, welcome. But Ahsoka's my favorite character. And yeah, so I do have quite a few more Ahsoka things than other characters. Maybe the Porgs might have beat her, honestly. But Ahsoka is definitely a section of my collection that I would be, that I am interested in growing. It's very hard for me, even though I'm not a collector per se, it is hard for me to pass up Ahsoka merchandise, especially when it is unique and beautiful, like her. So I'm gonna kind of just start moving things around and seeing how it makes them fit. I might add a couple things more here and there, so hopefully this is the part where I speed up the video. Okay, so I think that's it for now. I know that there's some empty space behind me. I'll kind of step back. Oh, K2. Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of step back. I'm trying to kind of move things out of the way so that you guys can see. But the final thing I'm gonna place on here, obviously this is not gonna stay there, but I'm just gonna put it there because it is one of my favorite things that I have right now. It is my copy of The Rise of Skywalker. This is the Target edition. I just really love this cover. It reminds me of the original trilogy style of poster in the front, and I think it's really beautiful. So I am going to put it up here. Watch me ruin it. Fill in some negative space over there. But yeah, I'm gonna take a step back, and yeah, I think, guys, this looks pretty good to me for now. I know I've got some negative space in here. Hopefully I'll be able to find a few more things over the years. I'm sure I'll rearrange and change what I've got going on behind me as time goes on. But this is really exciting. Again, I did all of this because we are gonna start producing more videos like this for you guys. Let us know in the comments below if you enjoyed watching things like this. We've got a few different ideas in the works, so this kind of thing isn't going to be every video. Every video is probably gonna be a little bit different. So hopefully there's something for everyone here at Twin Suns Outpost. So that's gonna be all for me today, guys. Can't wait to show you guys what we've got going in the works. It's exciting. Yeah. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.
Ojaba.